what tough lessons the universe is teaching us right now. And because of it, how privileged we are to know that we are students who are capable of learning those lessons. When I consider the state of our suffering world, when I see how incredibly divided we are in this country in terms of what we view as priority, I can't help but volunteer to become the best student that I can. Knowing well that this means that it means many things, surely, but the one real, the real deal here is it means that I have to show up as often as I can, as present as I can to any situation. Wow, it's not easy to do. And yet the lesson is quite simple. It's really straightforward. So it says, you're going to do it. And I'm just doing my best, which is, of course, meeting me where I am with my limitations in kindness, with compassion. Let me give you a recent example. On Monday, the day before the results of our election, or 2 days before, I was sitting in a longer meditation than usual. It was the meditation that I do with a group. And I noticed that calling for my attention was this ravenous hunger inside of me. And my reasoning mind quickly came to the rescue to say, hey, wait now. You just had this very succulent, nourishing meal last night. There's no reason for you to be so famished. Yet I felt what I felt. You know what I mean? So then came this wiser whisper that I know well enough to recognize. It said, just see that this feeling is here, of course, but also know that you are not it. And some other moment along in that meditation, I was sitting there in this very serene posture. I noticed that inquietude, we say a word that we use in my native tongue to describe lack of quiet. So this was, again, deeply distracting, really pulling me to do anything but to be in that posture, in that seat. And my reasoning mind again said, there's a lot of charge in the universe right now. There's a lot going on. And on top of it, you're leading a group through a detox. And this is the first day. So everybody's, of course, feeling a lot. And I'm the container for that. But still, I felt what I felt. And again, that whispering wisdom came to remind me that surely there was the feeling, it was very real, And I was not it. Not fully anyway. So did this whispering guidance allow me to experience, or to have that what looked on the external very serene, allow that to seep into the inside? Not exactly, no. I have to admit, but it did renew my appreciation for the value of that practice, especially considering my aim, which is to be present more often, to bring my true self to experiences, to the environment that I'm in as often as I can, such as right now. So in appreciation of that, I continued with the practice off the mat as much as I could that day, the following day, on Wednesday morning, when receiving the news of who our president-elect would be. And no doubt, it having that practice fed my soul in ways that my soul deeply needed to be fed at that moment, which then brought greater ease to my heart, to my mind, to my physical state. So for those of you who are not familiar with Ayurveda or Ayurveda's perspective, I'm going to leave you here in hopes that there's been something of value for you in what's just been shared. And for those of you who are a little bit knowledgeable of just at least even just the basic foundation of Ayurveda, where you have these three energies known as the doshas and what each of these three energies do, please stick around with me as we're going to look at these experiences that I had during the meditation and how I handled them through the eyes of Ayurveda. So back to the feeling famished. What I did after my meditation is I sat down calmly and enjoyed my khichdi, a very nourishing meal which I had prepared with cooling spices, so quite perfect for the pitta in me, that which was the ravenous part of me, wanting my attention because I was so hungry. And that pacified the pitta. And then with the agitation that I was feeling, that inquietude, the lack of quiet, at the end of the day, even though there was more work to be done, as you know, there always is more work to be done, I put the closed sign at the office door, and I went to Seneca Park, in an area that I had not been to before. It was quite precarious, but I was so moved to get down to the bottom of the canyon, and I was able to do that. And then when I got to the bottom, there was a flat surface. And that's what these practices give us, right? The solid ground to stand on amongst the chaos. And so there I found myself in this solid ground. And I felt moved to chant. And as I was chanting at the base of this canyon, I noticed my voice, the sound that was coming through me, deeper, way deeper than I'm accustomed to. And that was so nourishing to the Vata dosha in me. It really dissolved all that imp that I had been experiencing. So, and this is one reason why I adore Ayurveda so deeply, and why I am so moved always to share with you in the to the degree that I can, is that in Ayurveda I have this this pointer to my North Star, right? I have this compass that it's not invasive. It's not saying, look at me. It's absolutely okay if I choose not to follow it. But it is also so generous that whenever I do choose to follow, it's there. It's there to guide me home, to bring me back to my present self, to bring me back to the truth of who I am. And so it's a tool that I'm so grateful to have at this time. And I feel so privileged to be able to share it with those who are eager to learn it as well. And so, if that is you, how magnificent! Let's walk on this journey together. For together we do so much better than apart. And if not, know that your North Star is within you. And to find it also, it's just about coming to that quieter place inside, the place that knows not to judge how you react, but to bring the antidote to that judgment as quickly as possible. And that antidote is curiosity. Oh, And then in that curiosity, the doors open and new possibilities arise. And you can pacify the energies, whether you know if they're vata or pitta or kapha, just right, at any moment, at any time. So, all right. I say ciao ciao. Farewell for now. Take good care. Namaste.